Hey everybody, Desafinado by Antonio Carlos JOBIM, and I'm doing this tutorial for Rachel because she asked for it, and of course I'm going to do it for Rachel. You know that's right. It's in the key of F. It looks like a lot of those quarter notes and tied eighth notes are going to be on the ands of the beat, and so we've got to get that rhythm right in the beginning. 1 and 2 and 3 and so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Coming up on the second ending. And you know, that chord takes us to a new key, A major. And then we start the B section of the song here in A major. And I believe it's one of these two lines that was missing in the original real book chart. And a lot of musicians learned it without one of these lines. So now we start the B section, very similar to the line we just played. Nice modulation up to C. All right, it's the same idea as before, just sequenced up. What's this? All right, we're gonna have to go back and look at that change. All right, sounds like the beginning. So let's take a look at the chords here. It starts off a lot like the girl from Ipanema. I will put this chart down in the description. So it starts off with the same kind of chords, F major, and I'm just keeping a simple bass line for the most part and playing the melody. And then, you know, in these long spaces, you want to fill in like thirds and sevenths to make the chord more clear. Because nobody knows what chord that is until you play that. And same with the F major. I mean, it sounds like a major chord, but you know, when you add some notes to the chord, it will sound better. I put in a little passing little melody in there. You know, something that is low enough that it doesn't really interfere with the melody. And then we get to G minor. All right, so you know how to play the chord here. Maybe play it real quick and then go like that. Just the root and the seventh there is all you need. This is kind of the odd part of the song right here. Now, normally a G flat dominant seventh is kind of like a substitute for C seventh. Here they've got major seventh, so it's not really a sub. And it's just kind of a nice chord change. And then we do the A section again, F major. And we could play some chords like this. If you're more of a beginner, you might just want to you know, get the chords with your left hand, put the melody up an octave. I'd leave the fifth out there because this is the flat 5 up here. And there I inverted my C7th and got a little flat 9 in there, don't really need it. All right, let's do the second ending. And it's nice how that F major 9 there becomes an E7 sharp 9. So, you know, the same note there functioning differently as the 9 of F major 7th and then as the sharp 9 of E dominant 7th. And that takes us, you know, dominant chords can take you to a new key. And we go to the key of A major, it's a distant key from F, right? I mean, you don't expect from F to get to the key of A major all of a sudden, but you do, and it's kind of nice. All right, if you have a major chord, a lot of times you'll see this as the next chord. You just go up to a diminished chord, just raise the bottom note there. All right, if you're playing A major 7th, then you gotta bring that one down. Now, if you just play those 2 lines, it sounds like the first 2 lines of the B section. But really, you know, that first A major comes at the end of the A section. So, and that's the part I think they left out in the original real book chart, and a lot of musicians learned it the wrong way. Then you got a 3rd line of A major. Yeah, but don't think of it as like 3 lines of A major in a row. You've got the end of the A section. So let me take the second ending of the A section here. Then feel the beginning of the B section. And that kind of repeats. With more of a variation, okay? And then C major, it's the same little melody, but now moved up a minor 3rd to C major. And you know, that's a different key also. It's not F major, we're now in C major, but that's a closely related key to F, right? It just is, take my word for it. And it'll enable us to get back to the key of F, because here we are on G7th, just changed it to G minor. All right, and that's like the 2 chord. We're gonna have a C7th coming after it, but we're gonna, I don't quite understand this change. Yeah, is that really right? Yeah, that E flat minor 6 there, it seems to me it's functioning more like if you played E flat minor 6 like this, put an A flat down here in the bass, then that goes down to G7. And I think that's kind of the general idea here, though. Maybe you don't play the A flat, you just play E flat, but it'll kind of function the same way. So let's see if that works. Let's see, that kind of works. Yeah, if you put E flat minor 6 and put the 3rd in the bass, that could go up to G that way. That kind of sounds good. And then, you know, you could do maybe some reharmonization on the G7. You could put D minor 7 and then G7. Let's see if that works. Of course it will. Not that great, really. It might work. Same chords as the A section, but a nice, higher, more exuberant melody there. part of song I like. It's got that little rhythmic thing. So a reharmonization trick, when you get to the one chord, play it as a diminished, and then resolve it to F. All right, let's see how we can improv on this tune. All right, so how are we going to improvise? Seems like a pretty fun song to jam on, actually. So did I miss the second ending? I sure did. All right, so let's see if I can do a little improv on this. Now, I don't know why anybody listens to me when it comes to improv, because basically I kind of suck. I mean, I really do. I've kind of given up the whole gigging thing, turning it over to the younger generation. I'm going to practice my Bach, Chopin, Mozart, Beethoven, and, you know, work on some jazz tunes too, so I can share them with you. In fact, let me just show you a little bit of a new tune I'm learning. It's called The Caves of Altamira, and it's by Steely Dan. And it's just got a real neat beginning. It goes like this. Anyway, it's a fun little tune, and I can imagine like a you know, kind of a smooth jazz interpretation of it. So if there's any smooth jazz piano players out there, The Caves of Altamira. All right, so here we go. We got F major. Okay, so, you know, you're going to start off like the girl from Ipanema, basically, and play some stuff on F. Right, now that's it, you know, that G7 sharp 11. You gotta take advantage of that note. So it'd be like a G Mixolydian scale, except you put a sharp 4 in there, right? Everything else just the white keys. That's called Lydian dominant. This is the Lydian part, that's the dominant part. So anyway, on F, got that one black note. Now I'll move the black note to here. All right, now here, G minor. We can use the F scale again because that's Dorian. G Dorian. And then a C without a lot of altered tensions here, because I'm coming up on a spot that does have some altered tensions. First, we've got a minor 7 flat 5. All right, that's a good scale there. C minor melodic ascending. And then D7 with a flat 9. All right, dominant chord with a flat 9. What scale are you going to use? Come on now, you know. Diminished scale. Right into that G minor. And then we've got an A7. You know, I see in the melody it's got a flat 5, and it's got a flat 9 in the chord symbol, so diminished scale. Now here, maybe we've got 2 measures of D7, so let's do one unaltered and then one altered. And that's not altered scale, that was diminished scale again, though I could have used altered scale. And then, now this is going to be kind of cool, so we use altered here. And then, all right, so this is going to be the challenging part of the song to improvise over. I mean, how do you make a line connect through those odd chords there? G minor, A7, it was okay. Now, you know, the E7 sharp 9, that just screams altered scale at me. It's F minor melodic ascending. You could use diminished there too, because diminished scale's got the flat 9 and the sharp 9. And it goes right into A major very nicely. Yeah, this diminished scale now on B flat diminished 7. I mean, you pretty much got to use diminished scale there. And this was the only diminished scale I knew for like 5 years. And there's like only 2 other ones, so why I didn't learn the other ones. But this one just, I have it under my fingers from when I was a wee lad. All right, so for A major. All right, you spend a lot of time on here because A major is not the piano player's most easy key. I mean, every key should be about the same. So now we move up to the key of C. Yay! And there's my favorite diminished scale again. You know, we were on B flat diminished, now we're on C sharp diminished. Same damn chord, same damn scale. Yeah, that E flat minor 6, I'm just gonna feel that as an A flat dominant 7th. You know, it's the same notes. All right, and I'm just gonna play a rootless voicing there anyway, and I'm just gonna think of it that way, because A flat 7th to G 7th. You know, and I can sequence a little idea there too. And then right into C something or another. All right, and see how I did this? I came out on the 9th there. I didn't come out on the root, because that would not be as cool as hitting the 9th. So arpeggios, scales, chromatic, and then we've got a whole bunch here on G7th, so you know, what could we do? And then if you can, think fast enough, turn that into the E flat 7th, or maybe come back down, or maybe start the G up here. Yeah, let's see if I can do it. the right scale, messed up the chord. Anyway, this is kind of stuff you work on if you're a jazz musician. It's a pretty nice song. I don't know why I ignored it all these years. All right. I'll be back.